everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the two most targeted receivers in the NFL in 2016 and Pro Bowl teammates to boot. It's OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., and Mike Evans.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. A toss play. This is Martin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
Throwing. We're set. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Spinning past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Manning going to try and throw on third down. A screen here to Vereen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Vereen. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Manning throwing on second down. It goes as a loss of 6. Third down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Again, it's Martin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of Frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Working from the gun, Manning. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run again with Green. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Let's go! Second down, Brissett. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go! On 3rd down, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. But there he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Collins, he had one of those pick 6s last year en route to a Pro Bowl.
And that's been one of the biggest improvements to his game. His ability to range deep in coverage and go up and play the football and make plays. Always known as a guy who can make tackles near the line of scrimmage. Now he's got the full package at his arsenal.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On the direct snap, this is Martin. And he's got some space here. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now it's the backup Winston. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Winston with a give to Martin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Winston.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. But Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate. Now Sims. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out with a run by Vereen. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Manning to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
Manning now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Over the middle to Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Vereen, sure-handed as he is, he lost the football. And some room to work. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a second down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Jameis to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Here's Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. A first down throw for Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Jameis on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides with the tension.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it again with Sims. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Pretty move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, the tight end. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. To Vereen out in the flat. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They start the drive with Martin. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Manning. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run. It's Vereen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Able to find Harris, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. They'll run here with Vereen. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Shane Vereen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw is Winston. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Olivier Vernon. Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just
try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On the run, here's Vereen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and forever. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and a mile. Manning going to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Nugent puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First and 10, Winston. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Third and long for Winston. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. To the air again with Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Manning looking to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at a third and goal here. They come out here in the I. Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
And Nugent puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
A second down throw for Winston. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Winston from the gun on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercovers. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence, but now I'm up in the. The illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. Squad. 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 Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't give face that before, so I live it up. When a come, better get 'em up. That's a floss track, better get 'em up.